Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Long time no see.
It's been a minute.
It has been. But a lot has happened in the course of the past, I don't know, 3 months since we've done this?
Yeah, it's been 3 months.
It's been maybe longer.
Oh God,
That's why I kept on you, bud.
I'm sorry. World
You,
domination had to take
nah,
over the Africas.
good lord.
Yeah, I ruled them now. I am now their leader.
You've been playing Civilization 6, haven't you?
It's been great.
I
Great time.
guarantee it has. Oh, man. No, we've had a lot happen, and we've been both very busy. I know I've been holding off on putting out videos because, life is an unforgiving. What's the term I'm looking for, JP?
Punishment.
Yeah.
It doesn't slow down. It doesn't stop.
Hey,
It just goes.
it's ridiculous. My parents decided they liked each other. Now I'm here. And now they don't
Yeah,
like each other. This is really the joke of the matter.
yeah. How does that work? How's that fair?
Right?
You didn't
Right?
sign up for this.
No, I didn't sign up for this. Now I gotta pay taxes.
Screw that.
Anyways, so over the course of the past few months, I I had to look at JP and ask a very important question. And that is, do you trust me?
And I said no.
He did. So I begged him and gave him $20, and then he finally agreed. Now,
Yes.
so what we did is we decided that we were going to give each other a game to play.
We did.
So I got tasked with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
You did.
And JP, what did I task you with?
The greatest game ever made. My Little Pony. No, I'm joking. You tasked me
Oh
with
my
Red Dead
god.
Redemption
No,
number 2.
no. Pause for a second. Let the damn joke die, JP.
I can't.
Let it die.
I can't.
Oh
It brings
my
me joy.
god. You know what
I
can't
have to
be
bring it up.
beat? A dead My Little Pony. So stop.
They're not dead. They are joyful and
It was a
magical.
play on words for beating a dead horse.
I don't know what that means. I don't own a horse or a dead one.
JP, tell the people what you played.
Look of disappointment. I was tasked to play the one and only Red Dead Redemption 2.
You know what you had in that game? A horse!
And a dead one.
That is true. That does happen. It does happen. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
But anywho, so we thought it'd be kind of fun to go back and reflect and sort of, talk about our experiences with the game and sort of interview one another and what we thought of the game.
Absolutely.
And this one's going to be interesting because you've never played Final Fantasy VII, or the original.
I've never played the original.
Yeah, you're going through
I'm
it
working
right
on it now. We just started it.
And then I have played Red Dead 2. It's one of my favorite games. And so I feel like I'm going to be more question heavy for you. But I'm excited to see it anyway. So who wants to go first? I feel like I say this every episode.
Let me question you.
Ooh. I don't like how you said that with so much intent.
Yeah. So, do you... Now, this is just the remake. So, everything it covers. Okay?
Okay.
Do you think that is a better portion of the game than the original?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I was hoping you were going to hit on this a little bit later in the episode. But I will break it down right now. I definitely think the original is a far superior version of the game.
Not the whole game. No. I'm talking from the moment the remake starts, the very first one, all the way till it ends. So when you leave Midgar, do you think that portion of the game was done better in the original or the remake?
Oh. Alright, so I really liked some of the additions that were added to the original. Yeah, Don't get me wrong. Or, I mean, the remake. The additions that were added to the remake.
Okay.
But I I liked the part that was covered in the original significantly better. It was more streamlined. The story was more direct. The combat felt a little bit more. I don't know how to describe it, but the materia system just
Mhm.
felt better in my opinion.
In the
Uh,
original,
yep.
I have to disagree with the little bit I've played of the original. I prefer the
You're,
materia system from the remake.
you're entitled to your opinion, even
You're
if you're
absolutely
wrong.
right. You are too. You are. I'm not wrong.
Uh, um, but no, I definitely prefer the original. I feel like it's more streamlined and like
Seriously.
we without giving away the ending because I know there's people out there that haven't played it. But the plot twist at the end really was what made me go, no,
Are you
no.
talking about the ending for the whole game? Or
For remake, the ending of
okay,
remake, the one that
okay,
you and I were discussing, and you were like, "Do you get it?" And I was like,
gotcha. Yeah, okay, I know what you're
"Yeah,
talking about now.
yeah." I
Yeah,
was like, "No, no, you've done too much."
I want everybody to understand. He argued with me
I
that
did.
I was not. That's
I
not what was
You
happening.
know what? Spoilers. You can skip ahead if not. But like, so the part where Zach is walking into Midgar, I was like, that no, that's a flashback. That's a flashback. But then they were like, no, Jacob, he's alive, and I'm like, no, he's not. Wait a minute, he never walked Cloud into Mid. Son of a.
It took 3 of us. No,
It
it was
did.
4.
It
It was
was.
4 of us
No, no,
explaining
no,
it
no,
to
no.
you.
It was you, your fiance,
Chastity,
and Scotty.
Scotty, and Travis.
Travis was not there.
I could have swore Travis was there.
Travis was not there. He came in later.
Okay. Okay, so he was there. Just okay. That's where I'm getting
Yeah.
mistaken.
But here's how I feel. Well, no, we'll wait because I feel like you'll touch on that in another question.
Okay.
But that's how I feel. I feel like that the original is still better.
Okay. So now, do you feel like the original did better character building?
I will say,
Toward
I will say no. I did like the depth that it added to the characters.
okay.
You kind of get to see a little bit more of the connection, and I feel like when I played the game, I'd done Aerith and Cloud. I felt like those two were supposed to be the couple, right? But as I
Mhm.
was playing Remake, I was like, man, I feel stronger about Cloud and Tifa. I feel like they have a better chemistry than him and Aerith.
What about
So,
him and Barrett?
I mean, him and Barrett too. But you also kind of see which they make Cloud to be like this like stubborn guy who's like I'm a mercenary. I'm here for money. And he's like, oh, he softens up, and it was kind of cool to see that change, even though I
Yep.
feel like it's not really portrayed in the original.
Okay.
Because you kind of get options of what to say. I feel so.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the character development. I will say it was a nice touch.
Okay. Next question. What is the biggest change that you were happy with from the original to the remake?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I came prepared.
Hmm. Change? Are we
Yeah,
talking narrative wise or gameplay wise?
whatever one you think would be like the one that made you
I,
the most happy with the game.
I will say why. Like I said, I did prefer the materia
Mhm.
and the original. I will also say that I enjoyed the gameplay of it. Kind of felt more like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Because I love Kingdom Hearts. So it was nice to kind of relive the story in that combat, but
Okay.
I'm a little indifferent to that narrative.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't. I'm not a biggest. I would. So here's how I feel about it, and I know people are going to disagree with me. I know people love this game to death, but I feel that the remake alienates half of its audience by not being a 1-to-1 remake.
I agree with that.
Because you
I
have
feel like
people who have never played it because they can't get past the PS1 graphics, see this remake on the shelf, and get excited because now they can finally experience this game that everyone's talking about, only to find out that it's like a reimagination, which is fine if they would have marketed it as that, but they didn't.
true. I agree with that fully.
At least for the remake. Now, Rebirth,
Yeah.
like we already knew, right? But remake, we didn't.
Yeah. So going into Rebirth, people have that heads up, like, hey, this is a different retelling. It's not going to be a 1-by-1 comparison. Which, for me, going into Remake, I never played the original.
Yeah.
So going into Remake, at first, I loved it. I loved every second of it. I didn't catch things. And what's crazy about it is I haven't even gotten to the second reactor yet in the original. I just got to the train where Barrett, Tifa, and Cloud are on the train, and everything kind of goes chaotic. I can already see key differences from the remake in that little bit of time, and that's probably 30 minutes into the game.
Yep.
So that to me is mind blowing. That already, like, I'm excited to dive more into it.
Yeah, no, I think once you finish the game, I think you and I will be on at least closer to the same page. Maybe not the same page, but
Okay.
I feel like we'll be a little bit closer in agreeing with that.
I want to come back and revisit this topic once I beat the original.
I do too.
And I want to see if we agree on a lot of stuff and not agree.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be definitely a different perspective, and it's going to be interesting. So we'll definitely touch back on that.
So now my last question.
Okay.
Kiss, marry, kill. Cloud, Barrett, or Professor Hojo? Why are you kissing and marrying Professor Hojo?
We all know why. So wait a minute. Kiss, marry, kill. Dr. Hojo is one of them. What was the other two?
Cloud and Barrett. I was going to say Red 13, but I don't want to be targeted. Get PETA on us.
So
is it PETA?
So, and I'm not sure. I'm afraid to divulge any further into that. Anyways, if I'm forced to answer this one,
yes.
I mean, Dr. Hojo's kill. I mean, obviously,
disappointment.
It is what it is. I mean, I'm sorry, but anyways, here's where it gets interesting.
This is where it gets interesting.
And this is honestly kind of gay, but you know what? No homo. Kiss Cloud. And Mary Barrett. I mean, he's got that dad thing going on.
Yeah,
he's going to be more stable. Is it the gun hand? It's the gun hand, isn't it?
It's the aggressiveness. He's always yelling.
Some people are into that, man.
You want that first thing in the morning?
Sometimes, man, you know.
I mean, sometimes it's needed. All right, I can see it.
I wish I could say that's getting cut, but I know it's not.
That was a great question, I feel like. I feel like our fans needed to know the answer.
No. Anyways, are you done?
Yeah, I think so. I think I got my big ones out.
All right, so for me, Red Dead is very emotional to me because of where I found it in my life. So I'm going to ask you, as you play through the game, a lot of emotional attachments happen, whether it be gang members, the main character, or even like some side characters that I just happened to run into. I kind of felt an affection towards Gavin. But so my question is to you: is what character did you draw yourself to the most, and why?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to say it was Sean. I liked Sean because of his humor and his accent.
Yeah.
And he felt like to me the most relatable character. And then what sucked about that, spoilers, so if you guys don't want to hear spoilers, I'll skip ahead a few. I thought he was safe because they did that whole section where you have to go rescue him. And normally, in my time of playing games, if you go and do all that rescuing for a character, he's important. They're not going to kill him off. To be the very next chapter, he's the first one that gets killed off.
And the funny thing the funniest thing about this, guys, for you all watching, I didn't tell him anything. I let him experience this completely blind because I felt that it was important for character development.
Yes, and I'm glad you did. Now, I had a lot of theories as I was playing, and I was texting Jacob the whole time I was playing the game. Everything that I was thinking, my thoughts, and I called stuff. Like, I was able to predict things, but then there was a lot of stuff I didn't predict, and it caught me by surprise. I knew people had to die. I knew that just because. Now I will say this: when I went into the game, I knew how Arthur's story ended. That did get spoiled for me when I worked at that company. Like people would come in and talk about it all the time. It just happened. So I knew, but I didn't know anything leading up to it, and then I didn't know what happened after. And I will say, um, I know Micah. I did not like at all. I was very against Micah from the very beginning. I just could not stand his character, so I'm glad what happened to him happened. But I hated how it wasn't Arthur who got that. Like, I hated how every ending with Arthur wasn't a good ending. Like, there was no happy ending for him. That sucked, in my opinion. But I get it. Like, I fully support why they did it. And it's not a bad ending, it just wasn't the ending I wanted for him.
So, just keep in mind, man, the game literally is called Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption.
Oh, absolutely. I
Uh,
get it. Like, I wasn't wanting, like, a he goes off and everything's fine ending, but I wanted him to at least kill Micah. I
oh,
wanted that.
so, allow me to ask something else now.
Okay.
So, you said in that the ending was spoiled for you, and I had that
Yes.
happen to me with another game at that company we worked for. Uh, that being The Last of Us Part 2. And
Mhm.
when that happened to me, I was deterred. I did not want to play The Last of Us Part 2 because I was already told what kind of happened. So, did that affect you at all? Did you still
No.
want to progress through the game?
Yeah, yeah. So spoilers don't bother me like they bother a lot of people, because you can tell me how the game ends, but I know nothing of how it gets there. Like it's more of the ride of getting there. Yeah, I know. Like I just got told he died. He dies at the end of the game. That's all I was told. I didn't know it was four different endings that he could die from. I didn't know one of them was just him in this not brutal fashion, but him just lying there and kind of confessing to Dutch, like, I gave you everything, and then he dies into a sunset. So the ending of the game was still beautiful. Like it was still a very well. Like I wasn't disappointed, even though I knew it was coming. Like it didn't ruin anything for me. I don't think.
All right. So, for me, my favorite part of the game is kind of that. I'm trying to think how to explain it. Kind of when the world opens up and you start to kind of get to meet with the gang, kind of get to know one another. So, what was
Mhm.
your favorite part of the game in its entirety?
It so my favorite part of the whole game was literally just the world itself. Just be like I never to be honest with you, and this is going to sound funny. I don't even know if fast travel was a thing in that game because I never once fast traveled that whole time I played the game, unless the story like put me somewhere else. I traveled by horse everywhere I went that whole entire playthrough. So if I had a mission from one area and it was all the way on the other side of the map, I would take my horse and ride just because the scenery was just so mind-blowingly well done. Like it was beautiful. So that I had to say was my favorite because you'd be standing on an overlook and you would have this mountains and this forest and you'd see like rivers and just beautifully done. Like it was a masterpiece in that sense.
Uh, does this make it your favorite Rockstar game?
All by far, yeah. If you just say
Nice.
Rockstar, yeah, because I'm not, and that's me. Without you, I would never play that game. Not, I'm not a crazy Grand Theft Auto guy. I'm not. Rockstar is not my favorite company. Like I've played Grand Theft Auto, but I've never beaten a Grand Theft Auto game. I just go around killing people and just have boring fun with it. This was the first Rockstar game that like I hit a point where I was like, I need to finish this because I want to know what happens. So yeah, by far my favorite Rockstar game.
And I just want to state, you're welcome. That
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great
I
game. Like it
come
was
in
really.
and enrich your life.
I not like it was funny because I was texting you and I was like, I hate how they're touching on one subject and then it goes completely away. Like what? And I still to this point, the whole part where Arthur gets kidnapped back home, that pissed me off because they did nothing with it for like the next three chapters, and then I felt like he had such a like anticlimactic just to be overshadowed because there's like four antagonists the whole time you're playing, and then it just every time you met someone new who was like, oh, this is the new bad villain, another one would show up, and then another one, and then they'd bring back this one that was from chapter one. I didn't like it at first, until that last chapter with Arthur, and then it all clicked, and I was like, "What? Well done, you got me. That was nice. I like what you did there."
And the thing of it is, the whole entire time he was playing, he was like, "I don't like this. I don't like this." And I just went, "JP, keep playing."
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm trying. I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Keep playing." And I said, "You'll
Yep.
see it. I promise you. You just got to get through it." And he did. My hat's off to him, because I was really scared there for a minute you were going to jump ship on me, and you
No,
didn't. I'm very proud of you.
it had a slow start in grabbing me, but I would say it got me around end of chapter 3, going to chapter 4. I
Like
was
I
hooked.
told you. Like I
Yep.
told you. So if you don't get to chapter 4 and you don't have a hook, it's not for you.
Yep. And no, it was a great game. It really. I don't want to go and say as of right now it's been my favorite game of the year to play, because Ocarina of Time
Yeah,
was
we had
a
a blast.
fantastic. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing too. Is like we both were playing at the same time, and we had sort of a friendly rivalry going of like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat this mission or this temple before you," and
Yeah.
like
And
it was fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. We're going to have to eventually find one game that we both need to beat and do it again that way, just
oh
because
yeah,
I felt it.
because if you haven't, like, my biggest thing, and that's kind of turned me on to that whole session. I have now enjoyed talking to people about the games they're playing and beating, and asking them stuff, because it just makes it so much more fun getting invested into a game. If someone, like, right now we're playing Elden Ring. I
Yep,
have no interest in Elden Ring by myself, really. I mean, it's a fun game, but where we're playing it together, I have enjoyed it so much more than if I'd be doing it by myself.
that's because he's getting these one-handed carries, baby.
Oh yeah.
And
You had to carry me the other night when I took that pain quill. That
I
was
I
bad.
know. I know, guys. He was like really quiet, and I'm like, "You okay, buddy?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. I'm great."
Yeah, it was not good.
He
Ooh,
was dozing, dude. He was dozing. We've been talking too. I really want to stream myself playing Elden Ring. I'm
I think you
deviating for a
should.
moment. But for those of you who don't know, and I don't know why I don't talk about this on the channel, like in life, I'm very open about it. But I have cerebral palsy, so I play games with one hand.
Hmm.
And I think just what people watching me play Elden Ring with one hand would be very interesting. So if that's
What
something you guys want
what
to
really
see,
blew my mind was when we played Monster Hunter together for the first time.
yeah,
That's what got me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a veteran in the series. I've played since the very original. I would say I'm pretty good at the game. I'm not crazy. Like, I don't compare me to a Japanese player, because there's no comparison. But an average Monster Hunter player, I would say I'm pretty good. I thought I was going to have to carry you.
mm-hmm.
I have not carried you except for like a few fights.
And that's not because of like my skill level. It's because I'm under armored, and if I take a
Yeah,
hit, it's just like, yeah,
killing you.
yep,
And once we fixed your armor, we had no problems. So
yep.
yeah, there was never a moment in the game where I was like, I mean, when we first started playing, we were fighting stuff. I had to give credit where credit's due. I was highly impressed.
What can I say?
You
I
suck at
can.
Cuphead though.
Oh my God, no! Listen, no, listen. That I blame the Switch for that. I
And
truly
the alcohol.
that too. That too. But I'm telling you, I feel like if we played it on an Xbox with a little bit better of a frame rate, we would have had it.
Oh, I think we would have killed it.
Because I feel I don't know why, but I feel a certain amount of latency when I play on the Switch. I don't know why that is. Cuphead's not that demanding,
Absolutely.
but anyways, I after a 5-minute tangent, let me think of what else I want to ask you here. Well, I gotta say, so okay, and I want this to go for both of us actually.
Okay.
So if you want to answer first, and then I'll answer however you want to do it. But throughout this whole entire experience, what was your favorite part of me playing Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Oh. All right. It was the bosses. Seeing kind of like what bosses gave you trouble compared to what bosses gave me trouble. And And then the one part that drove both of us crazy was when you had to do the timing thing with Tifa, Barrett, and Cloud, where you had to push down on that thing at
Oh
the same
my
time.
goodness, I hate
Watching your
those.
frustration with that and knowing how frustrated I was with it, I was enjoying myself. It was a blast. Just because to see you struggle in the same parts I struggled at, I don't know. It just, and then seeing your reaction to like the different story elements, like how things were happening, that was awesome.
What's funny too is like there was I'm not going to say what section it was because I don't think you were paying attention, but I was like, wait a minute, that didn't happen in the original, and
Chastity.
Chastity was like, shut up, Jacob, shut up, shut up. Because
For
like
everybody.
she does not want to spoil
Yeah.
for this man at all. Like matter of
No.
fact, you might not be able to check the comments on this video at all.
Mm-mm. I was watching the TikTok, and they did a reskin of Aerith and Cloud as Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X, and I didn't realize what it was at first. I just saw the outfits from Final Fantasy X, was watching it, and then she picked up on it before I did, and she's like, change that, you're not allowed to watch that, and stopped me from watching it. So I have no idea what that video was about.
That's greatness. I can't wait for you to finish it, man. I really can't.
I'm gonna try to get her to, because that's another thing. I'm not allowed to play it without her present. She has to be present the whole time.
Because she
So
wants to
my time
experience
play
that with you.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I can only play it when she's home, so we haven't had a lot of time to really put into it yet, but I'm hoping that changes this week. I'm wanting to dive into it some more.
Nice.
All right, buddy, you're up.
For me, my favorite moment of it all. It's so awful.
Don't you dare say when Sean died.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Actually, no, I feel for you on Sean. But it's
hurt.
when you messaged me, you said they killed the horse.
I was so mad.
It was beautiful. I was like, yes, he gets it. He finally gets it.
They did. They did me dirty. I even did the side quest with the old man and got the special horse he gives you, and it died. I was so mad. I was heartbroken. Like, I was like, I'm gonna take this man's horse, and this will be the horse I use for the rest of the game. Just for one mission. One mission is all I gotta use the horse for, and it gets gunned down. I was devastated. I let this dead man down, I felt like. And it hurt. It hurt so bad. Well, I didn't know. I can't change it. I can't go
beautiful.
back. Sucked.
Something I may have forgot to tell you is you can go back to the stable and get that horse again.
Really? You're kidding.
At least it was for me, because I had when I bought the game, it launched with a DLC horse called the War Horse. And I was so upset because the War Horse had extra health starting out until you maxed out your stats. And then I remember I went to the stable and the horse was there after I became John Marston. So yeah, that was our experience. We had an absolute blast doing it. And honestly, I hope we do it again here soon.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should take another game, and that should be what it is.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm not doing it right now.
I won't pick that one.
Okay.
I won't pick that one. I won't. I think I'm going to go on the record and say it. You will absolutely love it. You would love it to death. I have no doubt about it, but I will not do that to you.
But JP's phone is on life support right now.
Yes.
So to save him and this podcast, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.
Let us know, guys, what game you have played so far that you have absolutely loved. We would love to hear it.
Absolutely.
All right. You guys have a good one.
Good night, everybody.